Boys and boys and girls, Creoles. Archaic, promise to you. It's Emo vtuber, the Christmas, the Netter, if you're no over the world, OverExposedKaiju. And today, we are back on the Reaction channel. Guys, it's been like fucking it's been like 2 months. Alright, so, listen to me, before we get introducing Sam Manila Academy. Alright, so, for anybody who's wondering why I've been for the last 2 months, my PC blew up. My old setup just went, it's gone. It's gone. It's out of here, It's just gone. But yeah, so I had to get a new setup. I saved up. I got a brand new setup. State of the art, modern PC. So hopefully it should be good. And I got a new mouse now that doesn't have that fucking backspace button, that the back button, so it won't leave the window like I was doing in old overreactions. Anyways, we're doing Simonilla pre-industrial surgeries. You may be asking yourself, but Kaiju, why pre-industrial surgeries? And my answer to you is because my stuff got a surgery, if you know what I'm saying. Simonilla Academy. Pre-industrial surgeries.
Hey kids, had a bad day?
Yeah.
Well, could be worse. You could be living in a world without modern anesthetic.
Oh.
Today,
wait,
we'll be talking
hey,
about
hold
some
on.
surgical
Hold on here, Sam. I need to put that is a lethal weapon you have in your hands right there. You need to calm down. You need to put that thing down. Put that down. Sorry. Fuck. All right. But seriously, I have a phobia of needles. So every time I see a fucking needle, it's like, oh god. Yes, I am needle phobic. Please cancel me on Twitter.
procedures carried out long before the development of medicine as we know it today. Now, once you go back a certain distance, the line between operation and mutilation is pretty thin.
Sure.
So, for our purposes,
is there really a difference though between surgery and mutilation? It's basically the same thing, even in modern times. Let's be honest. If you're cutting into somebody or lobbing off a limb, or cutting into somebody's skull, or I don't know, eye surgery, or I don't know. I cut off your pecker. It's the same thing. It's still mutilation to some extent, I guess. Technically, I guess it is a blurry term if you think about it.
Surgery refers to any bodily manipulation carried out with the intent of fixing some injury or illness.
Yes.
And away we go.
Oh.
The very first surgery that we have historical evidence for dates as far back as 6500 BC. It's called trepanning, which is a nice word for carving someone's frickin' skull open.
Oh my. Okay, so I was watching a channel, and there's also a channel I want to do on this channel, which we'll get to actually. But I think it was Extinct Zoo, if I remember right. They did a video on similar. I believe they did a video. I believe it was Extinct Zoo, but they did a video basically explaining how life was for Neanderthals and stuff like that. And I believe that he went in a little bit of detail about these type of procedures. Crazy.
Open using nothing but a rock, maybe a rock on a stick if you were lucky.
Ooh.
In all seriousness though, you can see that a good deal of care went into the procedure, which lets us know that this isn't just the result of
crazy. Look at all these tiny holes, and there's just a big hole. 1, 2, 3, and there's a Jesus. People back then were just built different, man. Could you imagine them trying to do this stuff today? They'd be rioting the streets. They'd be burning things down. They'd be like, "Oh my God, this is human suffering." No, I think people today are just too weak. They couldn't handle this type of shit. These people were built different.
Injury. Many skulls even showed signs of healing around the holes, meaning
for them.
plenty of the people who underwent this whole thing just got up and went about their day afterwards. Alright, hold on,
alright.
you say. This all sounds guano insane.
YouTube,
No way this was
YouTube
that
angry.
common of an occurrence. Well, friend, if you've been watching this channel long enough, you should know that if you give human beings the benefit of the doubt,
Never do.
chances are they'll prove you wrong.
They
In
will,
fact,
every time.
so far, over 1,500 Japan skulls have been dug up all across the globe, from Europe to China and even...
Oh my, bro. Oh my god. Alaska over here? Jesus Christ. What did Sam call Alaska? I can't remember what episode or what video it was. Remember, like, I remember it was a video. He said that Alaska was like the diseased pregnant rat, something like that. And Alaska here says like, just bruh, it's like an arm in North America, just chilling over here. Anything else? I mean, everything else looks somewhat normal for the most part. It also looks fairly, fairly normal. And it was just Alaska. I don't know what Sam's beef with Alaska is, but there's just something about it. He calls him the diseased pregnant rat or whatever, and he turns into like an alien arm limb. I think Sam just has beef with Alaska.
Even the Americas. This means that between 5 and 10% of all skulls that we've found from the Neolithic period have had at least one man-made hole scraped into them. To put it this way, based on...
Hold on. What if it was like, what if we're misunderstanding these people, right? What if instead of surgery, they're like kill tallies, right? So like imagine you're playing Call of Duty, right? And you get a kill, and then and the guy next to you, he's just like drilling a fucking hole into your head. Like, you got another kill? Yeah. Just pulls out a drill, starts drilling into your head. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're here playing Call of Duty or Warzone or whatever. You get a kill, and your buddy Steve's in next to you. He's like, "Yo, homie, I saw that headshot. You ready for a hole in your head?" Holy shit! God damn. Have you guys missed this? It's been 2 months. Have you guys missed my insane, just random ass rants? Holy shit. Oh, goddamn. What was I talking about again? Oh, yeah. Like, what if, like, every time, like, one of these, like, Neanderthals, early humans, got, like, a kill in like, the battlefield or whatever, it's like a trophy, right? Like, in prison, how, like, if, like, an inmate kills somebody, or whatever, they'll get a tattoo of, like, a tally mark or whatever, or, like, a skull on their arm or whatever. It's similar to that, right? But they want it to be permanent. Like, they want, like, the future generations to know how much of a deadly beast these guys were, right? I might be on something here.
On that data, there's a greater probability of someone born in the late Stone Age having their brain matter exposed by some shaman with a chunk of flint than someone born in the USA being a redhead. To this day, nobody really knows why this was such a common practice, but most theories tend to revolve around the idea of releasing some kind of dark supernatural force from the patient.
What the fuck is this? Is this Casper, the friendly ghost? Is this what Casper looked like IRL? Jesus.
Man, I'm getting real sick of all these evil entities infecting our minds and bodies. Huh, you can say that again. I tell you, I need these demons like I need a hole in the head.
Wait a minute.
No, wait. Fast forward to 600 BC. Over in India, there lived a guy called Maharshi Susruta. Now, this guy was a medical
sick beard. Go back. Hold on. Go back.
Called Maharshi.
Holy crap! That beard though. God damn, man. You having a good day, or are you just happy to see me with that type of beard? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Sorry. God, I am just all over the place today. Which is I guess pretty commonplace in this channel. Damn, dude. Do you mind if I stroke your beards for a second, sir? There you go. God damn. I just have a thing with people with sick ass mustaches and beards. Those are just some like that's something special right there.
Susruta. Now, this guy was a medical mastermind. He wrote a treatise known as Susruta Samhita, which described countless different conditions, treatments, and yes, even surgeries.
Oh,
One
cool.
of which is the first recorded instance of rhinoplasty.
What?
That means nose job. A
Oh.
hornbill's a type of bird.
What?
I'm here too.
Helpful hint. Hornbill. Obnoxiously obnoxious, but well-meaning cow. Necessary joke extension menu. Or sorry, not menu. Extension emu. God dang it, emu. Wrong video. We ain't talking about the Aussie versus emu wars. Which I still can't believe the emos. The emos. Fuck that. I'm the emo. I still give you the emu. Kick the asses of the Aussies. That's crazy.
Anyway, here's how it's done according to Susruta. First, you get them plastered, obviously. Second, you use a leaf to measure out the part of the nose you want fixed.
Makes sense.
Then, you use the leaf to cut off a flap of skin from the cheek or forehead of the patient. This part's important though. You gotta remember to leave a little piece of it still attached. Otherwise, you just got a chunk of dirty dead face meat on your hands.
Fair.
Now, wherever you're looking to stick the new flesh on, you rub that part raw with a knife.
Jesus.
Also, you're gonna want to stick 2 plant stalks in their nostrils so their nose keeps its proper shape. Slap the skin on, suture it, dust it with licorice powder for some reason, and cover it with cotton. Sesame oil should be regularly applied until the skin is fully healed. If you're like me, I already do that by default, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Jesus,
Finally, at long last, your sniffer is reborn.
Nice. His eyes is falling off his face. Sam, that's not normal. Sam, my God, man, life was just better back then. Unlike today, jeez. Fuck.
Don't worry, you still look like a freak, just slightly less.
Smash.
So, moving on, our next surgery took place in 10th century Spain on Sancho I of
Oh
Leon.
my! I heard about this guy. I was watching like because like I have like really bad insomnia. I think I've talked about this in the past, but I have really bad insomnia, so I can't sleep unless like I have like something to listen to, like a podcast or creepypasta or whatever. But I turned on like a video, but I turned on like a compilation of like weird facts in history, and they talked about this guy, and like apparently he's one of the fattest kings of all time or something like that, or they believed he was like one of the heaviest kings of all time. Or at least in like an early modern history or whatever. It's crazy. Like he was like massive, and I think he was like the first like fat suction or something similar like that. No, it wasn't that. He was like he was I think they like forcefully starved him, kind of like they like sewed his mouth shut or something, and then they did like use a straw to, like suck down like liquids, like pureed food or something like that. Crazy stuff. Anyways, I'm sorry, Sam. I didn't mean to say
Sancho the Fat. Now, normally back in the day, having some meat on your bones was a sign of wealth and power and all that. But this guy was like,
not today. You're called a whale. Beached whale. If you're, if you're a little overweight. Even like, bro, it's fucked up. Like even today, like you look at the gymnast, like like the professional like gymnasts, the gymnastics people in like the Olympics. And like, bro, like, I remember a couple years ago there was like a bunch of controversy because like I think it was something on ESPN or something like that called like one of the girls chunky, and like she wasn't like overweight at all. It's like, bro, what do you mean? She's perfectly fit. What do you mean she's chunky? And bro, there's nothing wrong with being a little chunky. Having a little bit of meat is good. What, do they expect all athletes to be fucking skeletons? Like, I don't understand. What does this man want? Like, how could you, like, she was like fucking like 19 or something like that too. It's like, bro, how, like, she's a young woman. How could you cyberbully here? Anyways, well, I don't know. I have no idea what this has to do with anything. I was just like, went on a little tirade, which is whatever,
like TLC documentary tier to the point where he could.
Was that Aaron Hansen?
Tier.
Oh shit.
This was a sign of wealth and power and all that. But this guy was like TLC documentary.
No, I don't think so. I thought at first this was like, maybe it is. I don't know. Holy shit. This is a beached world. This is a beached planet. Jesus Christ. Like the moon, like Titan or whatever I think it's called, that Earth like crashed into when we were forming, and moved like Titan into like I think it was like Jupiter's orbit or whatever. That didn't happen. This is the moon Titan right here. Like this is Titan right here. Like we didn't bump into Jupiter's orbit. It just stuck around forever for billions of years. That's what this is.
Documentary tier, to the point where he could hardly function as a human being. So his constituents said, "Greetings, your thickness. Yeah, you can't be king anymore
What?
on account of you keep breaking every horse we give you, and nobody wants to wash between your accordion-like neck folds no
Jesus.
more." After his adipose got him deposed, Sancho decided to seek medical help for his condition, under the oversight of well-reputed physician Hasdai ibn Shaprut, which is an anagram for "Ha! Paintbrush AIDS." Now, if there's one thing that medieval man understood,
Good
it's
for them.
practicality. Lap band, gastric bypass,
Uh-huh.
belly balloon, these
Yeah.
all exist to help people who don't have the self-control to stop eating so much on their own. But Dr. Chapadou didn't believe in beating around the bush. He said, "Well, why
I only eat when I'm depressed. Oh, wait.
don't we just stop the patient from shoving food into his own greasy maw in the first place?" And decided to just up and stitch the dude's lips together. After the operation, the only nutrients that Sancho
Yeah. This is what I was talking about. Like, they basically had like sew his mouth shut because he kept eating, despite trying to like lose the weight so he'd become king again or whatever. So basically, like what they did, yeah, they like, sewed his mouth shut and they put like a straw and like basically had that feeling like pureed food or whatever.
received came through a straw, in the form of a mixture known as thoriaca, which was a complex blend of several herbs, fruits, and seeds, including opium. It was basically the closest thing you could find to lean at the time, and lean he became, losing around half his weight before ascending to
Jesus.
the throne once more. So this is the part of the video where I pander to the desires of the audience. If there's one thing I know you internet people can't get enough of, it's things going inside people's eyeballs.
Oh no.
Let's talk about cataract surgery.
Oh,
The art
no.
of dealing with people's clouded lenses has been around for millennia, believe it or not. That Susruta guy from earlier
Oh.
actually talked about the most common
Awesome
procedure
beard guy.
for cataracts for most of civilized history, which is known as the couching method. Couching is done by taking a sharp object like a needle or a thorn and ever so gently stabbing their eye hole
Jeez.
at weird
Oh.
angles until the lens
Oh fuck, man! No, that's not okay, Sam. That's not. You can't just do that. Oh my god, dude! Holy shit! My god, that's not okay. That's oh my dude. Like I said, I have a phobia of needles. I like I said, I'm needlephobic. Please cancel me. God. But oh my dude, oh fuck, that needle was like getting like it's having like that like, I'm getting like a spine shield. Oh fuck.
moves out of the way. No lasers, no sedatives,
okay.
no paralytics, just a rusty old pin and some elbow grease, the way God intended.
Jesus.
The majority of the time, this operation didn't work, usually just
Yeah, no
damaging
shit.
the already blind eye irreparably. Shocker, right? And even if it did go as planned, you still, didn't have a lens in your eye, so you essentially went from, "I can't tell if I'm dead or not," to, "Ah, yes, it is quite yellow out today."
Makes sense. Oh.
By God, something moved somewhere. A slightly more
God.
refined version of this operation is the suction method, which dates back to at least the 10th century AD, if not older. This procedure is described as requiring, quote, "a large incision in the eye, a hollow needle, and an assistant with an extraordinary lung capacity." Though this reads like the setup to the world's most horrifying party trick, it's actually the bare minimum number of tools needed to completely extract the lens from the eye. In case you didn't pick up on how, here's a diagram.
Oh no.
This method generally saw a greater success rate in
I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of that is definitely an image. Yeah. Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god, dude, that looks. Wow. Dang, Wow. I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not gonna make a joke. We're just gonna put that joke in the back of my shove it. No, you get back. No, demon, you get back there. We're just gonna push that back to the back of my head. There's not gonna talk about it again.
Fewer complications than its non-extracting
okay.
counterpart. So hopefully you can sleep well tonight knowing that the number of human beings who have sucked a piece of somebody's living eyeball through a straw is
There's
above
more than
zero.
one.
Anywho, let's all just be thankful that we live in an era where procedures like these are a thing of the past. Now remember kids, even though the surgeries I described here do sound pretty easy to pull off, please don't try them at home.
Aw.
But if you do, please put it on Live Leak afterwards. But you know what you can do at home? Learn stuff about things with
And then there's the ad. We're just gonna skip the ad. Anything else? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's just...
I'm Salmonella, and watch you for thanking.
What?
Wait, shit, I meant...
Thanks for what? But yeah, god dang. Pre-industrial surgeries. Crazy. What a time to be alive. Oh man. This don't do surgeries like they used to, man. Yeah. If you enjoyed the content and commentary, do me a favor. Have a good one. If you're new, stick around. Subscribe and go Sector Mafia. Also, make sure you check out Salmonella in the link to the video that we just we reacted to today. I'll put the link to both this channel and the video in the description below. Go give it a like, go give him a subscribe, go do all that stuff. He's awesome, he's hilarious. But yeah, anyways, see you later. Peace.
Go build on myself so I can truly build.